Our immune system is our defense system. It already knows what to do, but it needs the proper fuel to run most optimally, most effectively, most efficiently.
Our mission is to cure chronic disease through food as medicine. About 50% of Americans have a chronic condition. They're often rooted in diet, and unfortunately, the way that our healthcare system today treats these illnesses, it's with pills or surgery. But we know that there's a better way, and a way that's much less costly for society, and that's using food as medicine.
Now, of course, nutrition is a piece of a puzzle that has a lot of other important components. So there's this holistic approach that we are extremely supportive of and that we want to talk about. But on the nutrition front, our immune system has some specific needs, and it can be challenging to meet those needs for a variety of reasons. So we're here to make that really easy and delicious and enjoyable.
So we are actually just launching FYXX Immunity as our way to help people stay healthier and protect themselves during this crazy time. It's packed with super immunity boosters, ingredients that are known to support immune health, such as vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc, selenium, elderberry, echinacea. It has some really good stuff in it.
By providing key nutrients, we're really fueling and essentially arming our immune system to do its job to the best of its capacity. A lot of these nutrients play more than one role, and that's really why we're excited about putting them together. There are a lot of mechanisms or reactions, happening in our body all the time that require a lot of different parts to run most effectively. So in this first product in FYXX Immunity, we have a variety of important immune supportive nutrients. Vitamin D doesn't just help us keep our bones strong, which is kind of what most people think about. It's actually really a hormone that helps throughout our body, and there are very high rates of deficiency within the population. That's because we mostly get vitamin D from the sun. So if you live in a northern region where we don't get direct sunlight every moment of the year, if your skin is darker and you have more melanin that blocks the conversion of vitamin D from the sun, if you're older and it's harder to absorb that sunshine through your skin, if you're not going outside because you are staying home to be safe, there are many other reasons like chronic illnesses that can also put people at risk for being deficient in nutrients like vitamin D. Early research has found that there are links between vitamin D deficiency or even insufficiency and worse respiratory symptoms from a variety of respiratory illnesses. So we know that COVID-19 can really affect the respiratory system, and so if you have a low level of vitamin D, it just makes it harder for your body to keep itself healthy in that context. We want to head off unnecessary nutrient deficiencies that are really simple to solve. So vitamin D, if you take an effective supplement that's formulated well, then you can avoid that deficiency and all the complications that can come from it. There's some other heroes that are in there too. So selenium, for example, is a mineral, and we mostly get selenium when the soil is rich in selenium, and the plants that are growing in that soil can absorb the nutrients. The challenge is that, we've known for years with just American, farming practices that our soil isn't always as rich in selenium as we would like it to be. And so inherently it gets hard to get this nutrient. And in addition to helping our immune system, selenium is also good for our metabolism. It's actually really important for metabolism. So I know immunity is top of mind, but for sure, from all the quarantine and changes in physical activity and eating, people want to know that it helps their metabolism too. Because we do know that, excess weight gain is not good for our immune system. Zinc is another one that is very important for the immune system that is not always extremely available in the diet, depending really on what you're eating. And then we have vitamin C, which of course people understand is like an immune hero. And the research shows that making sure we're getting enough vitamin C is important. For a lot of people during COVID, access to fresh groceries has certainly been a challenge in a variety of ways. And so we get vitamin C from fresh fruits and vegetables. So again, we want to make sure that, if you're having a challenge in accessing things you usually would, we can help you make up for that a little bit in your Epic Immunity supplement, so that you're not at the whim of, whatever is at the grocery store or whatever you're able to get. Some of the other exciting nutrients are phytonutrients, or natural plant-based compounds that really kind of act as superfoods and help our immunity. So like echinacea and elderberry would be examples that we've included, that really those are not a common part of the American diet. So they're hard to get, but they're really good for you, and we wanted to make sure that they were in this product.
It's really packed with high doses. So a lot of the other supplements on the market, they just have lower doses, and you need to take a lot more of it, or multiple supplements or pills to get the same goodness. Also, ours tastes great. We want people to create a daily habit and continue to take it. So it tastes great, it's convenient, it's easy, and it's just something you'll actually enjoy having every day, versus something you have to choke down a bunch of pills or something that tastes yucky.
I mean, on that note, a lot of supplements are gummies with a ton of added sugar, and as Jill mentioned, their doses are lower. So you have to really eat a lot of gummies to get a therapeutic dose, and then even the absorption is different from like a solid to a liquid. So we're really thinking of the simplicity and the compliance, because if you take it every day, obviously it's going to be better for you because you sustain those nutrient levels that your body needs. But also, the actual formulation is meant to help with the absorption. So just because we eat something doesn't mean those nutrients actually get into our body. There's a whole process of absorption that happens after digestion. And so just the nature of Epic Immunity being a powder that dissolves into a beverage inherently makes it easier for our body to take those really good nutrients in the product into our system, so that we can actually use them to keep us healthy.
I love building companies, building brands, but this particular one, I was really drawn to the mission of helping people live healthier lives. And it's just something that's always been personally important to me, to live a healthy life. And so really excited to be able to work on something that has such, importance for everybody.